Copy that, essay.
Copy.
Right, and we're live. All right. So what's going on, everybody? Yeah, try something a little different here. A little Tipsy Tuesday, a little beer share, and just hang out. So, yeah, thanks. Drunk One, Chatio, Bumpy Road, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate that. So, yeah, I guess we can get it kicking off. I'm not gonna go first, so I guess I'll let Dio.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here. All right, I'll give you some time.
I'll go first. What the heck? What the heck? I'll go first. All right, so I'm going to do a fun pairing. I made a Pillsbury cinnamon rolls about an hour ago. And I'm pairing it with Home Shine.
Okay.
I'm just going to call this batch number 2 or batch 2 of my winter ale. It's 10 days into carbonation. I think it might be drinkable at this point. So
That's not me with the music.
That ain't me either.
it's not me.
Not me. That's
Yeah.
gonna be you, D1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's you, Dio.
Oy vey. All right, here we go. I'm going to take a bite of this.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself.
It's
Yep.
you.
It is him. All right, I'm going to take a bite of the cinnamon roll.
I don't know what the.
He just disappeared. Not bad for $2. It was on sale for like the tube of it. And I hate those tubes because when they pop, they scare the crud out of me. All right.
Nice.
Good flavor. Nice fluffy. Exactly the way I like cinnamon rolls. Hopefully we don't get a huge kaboom from this like the one the other day. It shouldn't. I lied. And it's on the floor. And she's excited. And I'm making a mess. Muzzle top. Oh my gosh. Well, that's why we have a carpet cleaner around here. I was not expecting that in the least bit. All right. Give it a smell of the batch number 2 or batch number on the floor. Okay. Yeah, definitely clothes are way toned down. Get more of the brown sugar aroma from it. Oh, that's good. Someone else want to go real quick so I can clean up aisle 4?
All right.
All right.
Well, what I am bringing in tonight is the Surly Brewing Company's Abrasive Double IPA. This comes in at 9.2% ABV. Says it's aggressive, fruity, and bold. And this was canned on November 11th, so about a month old.
Nice.
Had some of the other Surly beers. Don't really know what to think of them yet, so it's nice to see something else come out so I can have another beer to pass judgment on. Yeah, it's got a decent white head to it. The bubbles are not super tight. It's kind of small to medium in stature. The beer itself is a nice mid-range gold on the straw side. I would say very, very clear. Carbonation running up through. I don't know how we're doing this because it's a new thing. So walk me through it.
That's cool. Oh, that's fine. What kind of beer did you say that was?
It's a double IPA from Surly Brewing Company.
Wow.
They're out of Michigan, I believe. Minnesota, Minneapolis, and Brooklyn Center.
All right. Cool.
Oh, nice.
All right. So, yeah, I guess we'll just go around and show off, and then you guys get to sipping, and then, yeah, like I said, it's kind of more casual thing than large production. So, all right, yeah, Dio, I don't know what was going on there. Sorry, man.
No, I don't. Yeah, I dived back into everything and left the stream. I don't know where I was getting that from.
I have
I was asking
no
through the PC, which I didn't have anything open there. Anyway, have a beer. Well, sort of.
Are you in Kansas? Because I think I heard Toto.
Yeah, imagine that. Get the Michelob Ultra Infusion. This one is the pomegranate and agave. It is a 4% at 95 calories. It's in a tall, slim can that I assume is 12 ounces. Not sure. It's like red on one side and like white on the other. How about that? What? I thought I had 2 different beers in there until I turned it around. Right, and it pours up like this. It's got a color to it. No, it doesn't. What am I thinking? It's more like a seltzer. To be very honest, it's the first time I've ever poured it in a glass. I tasted it before, and it does taste like pomegranate, which is kind of reddish, right? Reddish, right? And anyway, so I've never actually poured it in a glass. It's crystal clear, iridescent, got the bubbles rising up to it. Pardon the dirty fingernails. Smells like pomegranate, and I really don't know what agave smells like. But here we are, 4%, 95 calories. My wife got a 12-pack of them to share with the family. They don't drink, so I ended up finishing up the 12-pack.
There you go.
What's I got to do? Right? Just trying to help out, boys.
Cool. All right. So I've got a collab beer from Angry Chair and Untitled Arts. This is a loaded French toast imperial stout. Comes in at 11%. Can date 11/3/20. So not too old. About a month, a little bit more. Yeah, I don't get too much from this company, but they're hit or miss. I've had a couple really good ones, and I've had like 2 or 3 crappy ones. So I had this one on Thanksgiving, but I was kind of lit up, so wanted to give it another go. It is dark. My lighting is all off in here today. I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah. Brown khaki head. Oh man. Smells like you get cinnamon, you get maple.
Ooh.
Almost it's like a little slight diacetyl. Maybe it's got like a butteriness to it. Ah, look at that. Now the
Go.
cheers, guys.
Cheers. Look at me.
Gross.
Yeah.
Cheerios.
So smells really good. It smells exactly like fresh French toast, so can't complain. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, so I guess we're moving on to Josh.
All right, tonight I got Chonk by Drecker Brewing out of North Dakota. It's one of their sour series, the Sunday Sour. So this one is with orange, peach, and marshmallows. I think I get some hops. Holler Blanc and Magnum hops. What's the ABV on this? I think it's like 5 or something. It doesn't say. It's like 5 or 6%. Had to tilt the can upside down to get all the fruit from the bottom to the top. So we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't explode on me.
We've already been there once tonight.
Right? I saw that.
That was embarrassing.
A little thick. So definitely smell the peach. Definitely smell it. Get a little bit of the sweetness from the marshmallow. Definitely smell the orange.
Creamy.
Very thick. Thick mouthfeel. It's like drinking orange juice pretty much, but the hint of that marshmallow and the thickness. It's good. Cheers.
Nice.
Cheers.
Just give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm having fiddling around with my damn brightness and shit. It's got me all messed up. And I don't like where it's at. So come on.
I Miss brought up an Angry Chair, and I'm like, that sounds so familiar. And I had to go to their website. I tried their cucumber lime gosa when I was in Tampa.
Nice.
That one was good. So definitely have to have more of their beers when I'm down under or down in Florida.
Yeah.
Sorry. Come on. Wait on my fucking screen to load up. There it is. Sorry about that. John and Ellie, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Hey guys, so
Oh, Johnny boy.
yeah, what are we're just sharing whatever beer
Sharing
we
beers,
got here. So I'm gonna try one tonight. I haven't had it yet. I went to package store the other day and bought a bunch of cool stuff. This one is from Pontoon Brewing out of Sandy Springs, Georgia. It's called Gingerbread Murder Scene, and
Wow.
it's got the gingerbread lady crying over the
Oh,
dead
no.
gingerbread man. It's the
Awesome.
police.
That's a cool beer.
Yeah, and then the other police officer. There's a caption. It says, "Hold on to your cookies, rookie." And anyway, I bought it just because of the can art. But anyway, it's an imperial stout with ginger, allspice, cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, vanilla, and lactose. And it is 9.5% alcohol and 28 IBUs. So
Yeah, that's fun.
give it a try here.
Name.
Motor oil.
Good sound.
Nice head there.
Oh, yeah.
Jet black appearance. 2.5 finger. Creamy looking dark tan head. Ginger. Dark chocolate. Roasted malt, like bready notes. I'll tell you one thing, it doesn't smell like 9.5% alcohol. It just smells like dessert in a glass.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So, cheers.
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 Cheerios.
Yeah. Gingerbread cookie flavor right up front. Really, really dark roasted malt. Not burnt, but like getting close. Like it's almost got a little bit of a char to it. Dark chocolate notes in the middle. The cinnamon, the nutmeg, all of that's coming in, but mainly that gingerbread flavor. The lactose, the milk sugars in here give it a nice creamy mouthfeel. And that alcohol, it remains masked throughout the sip. Nice lacing, nice head retention. It's a pretty good beer.
Well, that's beautiful, yeah.
So, and Pontoon Brewing, apparently Bumpy, I don't know if Bumpy can get it up there, but I know Trish and Brandon have been getting some Pontoon brews because they've been posting some stuff with they don't get the full lineup of stuff we get down here, but their distribution continues to improve. So it's pretty interesting that, I don't know, Bumpy, have you seen Pontoon up in New Hampshire?
No, I don't get it in New Hampshire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, good beer.
Cool.
First beer of the day. So it's only going to get better from here.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Y'all cleaned up, Chatio?
Not really, but I'm good enough. Well, funny story. You guys saw how that just exploded. Yeah, there's no carbonation left in this. So,
Oh man. Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, I'm only 10 days into the carbing stage of this beer. That was another 10 days, so I think I don't know what happened. I might have accidentally shook it up or something, but I like this flavor. I think this one is definitely a lot better than my first batch. My first batch was just clove forward or clove all the way, and it was just too much. But I think this is definitely going to be a good one to hand out to friends for Christmas. Getting a lot of the brown sugar. Some of the other spices in there too, from the allspice, orange peel, and all that jazz. I mean, the flavor is good. It just stinks. The carbonation just basically escaped in the first like 0.3 seconds when I opened it.
It's crazy. I remember that happened. Well, it didn't explode, but the first bottle of homebrew that I opened, the fucking cage shot off, bounced off the ceiling. Crazy.
Yeah.
Very similar sound to what you had, though.
So this pairs well with this. And the reason I decided to go with this tonight, because I have a couple other things in my fridge. I'm like, but it dawned on me a year ago. They're now a defunct brewery, Pilot House. You see on my shirt, on my hat. Their main thing was, I want amateurs to come in here, bring their 2, 5, 10-gallon batches and brew here on their 10-liter, and let's have them compete against each other. So I was fortunate enough to brew there November of last year. My beer tapped on the 14th of December last year, and it kicked on the 17th. And it was my winter ale I have here. The issue was something went wrong throughout the fermentation stage and ended up being 14.1%, biggest beer they ever sold. It was bigger than their ice bock they did. Their ice bock was like 13.7, and mine basically just destroyed those numbers.
Wow, that's a big beer.
Yeah, that's why they serve them in like these little 8-ounce whatever tulips, and they cut you off after 2. They're like, no, you can't have more than 2 in that. And it still kicked in 3 days. So I'm like, well, obviously it was enjoyable. I was really hoping to go back again this year and rebrew it and not have it be 14.1%, have it more of the target of the 10%. But yeah, I mean, this is a solid beer. If I will score it, I'm going to score it real quick. I'm comparing it to my other batches I've done over the years. This is probably my 8th batch of this. I'll give this a solid 96. Hopefully batch 3 that comes out in January is more of the gingerbready goodness I'm going for. I did 3 batches this year because I wanted to try to find the flavor over the ABV. I mean, John had that 9.5% gingerbread madness or murder scene. That's basically what I'm trying to go for, is that like the aroma you're describing. I'm like, man, that's what I'm trying to be going for with this beer for the last 3-4 years. But getting there, it's a long process for home brewing.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
All right, so
I'll pour some more of this in there. The head does not last on this thing at all. So it wasn't like really tight bubbles to begin with. So the aroma's out of it. It's kind of like a honeydew melon, a little bit of like an orange marmalade. Some grainy type aromas as well. Not the best aromas from double IPAs, but for the swig here. So cheers.
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 It's crazy that it looks fairly clear, man.
Looks like a lager. Looks like a lager.
Yeah,
Like
that's
a slight haze, but
Yeah, the flavors kind of fall through with what the aromas are. It's kind of grainy malt presence, bit of like a melon and a little bit of like an orange kind of marmalade type flavor in there. Super bitter. Bitterness starts almost immediately after you put it in your mouth. Does have a bit of a piney and alcoholic flavor on the tail end. Not hidden. The 9.2 is not hidden in the flavor. It's got a medium body, kind of sticky though. It does have a kind of sticky syrupiness that clings to your lips and everything else. About a medium carbonation with it. I don't know. I have not been impressed with Surly. Like I said, I think the Axeman is probably one of the better ones I've had from them. I've had the Furious, the Axeman, and now Abrasive. The alcohol does seem to show up in most of those, including this one.
I hate that, man. You just run across some companies and all their beer sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. It's their styles, their IPAs. I mean, like they're very aggressive, and I mean they put that on there.
Abrasive.
Yeah, abrasive, furious. You know, it's like this one doesn't tell you how many IBUs. I mean, the other ones do. They're like it's 100 and something IBUs.
Wow, right?
80 IBUs.
Jeez.
60 IBUs. This one doesn't say, but it's bitter, just like their other IPAs. Not impressed with it.
Yeah, you didn't look impressed with it.
No, I don't like picking up grainy type flavors and for our malt presence. You know, it'd be nice to have like some breadiness. Even like the light cracker note or something would be better than grain alcohol.
Grain alcohol, goodness.
That don't sound good.
Mhm.
All right, so I guess you want to score that abomination, the abrasive abomination.
Yeah, I'd give it like maybe an 80. I'll give it an 81
Yeah.
out of 100. I'll do that for it. Mm-hmm. It will definitely mess you up after a few of them.
Oh yeah, right.
What was
Because
the
the alcohol-
ABV on it, Bumpy?
9.2.
9.2. Okay.
But I mean, also being able to taste the alcohol, I think, has something to do with like the presence of like how it's going to make you feel. It's like, yeah, it tastes like alcohol.
Indeed. Right.
Uh,
You know it's gonna sneak up at some point.
all right, so I guess we're moving on over to the drunken one.
All right, hey, thanks for having me. I'm gonna have this here Michelob Ultra. All right, I did come up with some tasting notes. I'm not hating it. It's good for the summertime, I guess. All right, here we go. Just like before, it's got a little head on it. It dissipates quickly. Let's go with that. Pours clear, rising bubbles. We went through that last time. Smells like pomegranate, which is awesome. The bubbles went away quickly, and it is again, and the bubbles inside the glass, they'll be there for a second, but they're going away quickly also. The head dissipates quickly, right there. There's no canon date. That's kind of a down thing. There's some kind of garble on the bottom, but it doesn't make sense for dates. Some kind of you got to decrypt it or whatever. It has a light mouthfeel. It's a bit thin on the flavor. It's easy to drink and it's refreshing. Quite sessionable at 4.0%. And it's got a dry finish, which makes you want to come back for more. It's got a kind of seltzer-ish feel to the tongue. I don't mind the seltzers. They're okay. The pomegranate seems to be fake as opposed to the real fruit itself. But there's no lacing at all. You know, I mean, it's a very sessionable beer. There's nothing wrong with it. It's something you can sit around the pool with or whatever. I think they make the cans thin and small to where the girls can handle them better. It seems like they're easier to grip onto, right?
Yeah.
Not a bad beer. I guess if we're giving numbers right now, I'm not hating it. I give it a 92. I mean, if you're into this kind of style, then it's not terrible. You know, I mean, it could be a little bit more. It depends if you really like seltzers, but I give it a 92. There's nothing wrong with it. It was a gallant effort that Michelob/Budweiser did to make this product, and I'm thinking a lot of people are really going to love it, especially if you like seltzers. It's pretty good. Yeah, 92 I think is fair. Maybe 93, but I don't want to be a beer master right now. Or maybe it's 96, but
Cheers, Alex.
it's fair. Oh, he's in. Shoot, man, I didn't see it on there, buddy.
Hey, bud.
It's all right, and yeah, you can drink a few before you get sloshy-washy. You don't have to worry about how many you drink. They're obviously sessionable, right? So lightweight. Anyway, 92. Thanks for having me there, miscellaneous magnets type guy.
No, no problem. So, Alex, I'll go ahead and let you show everybody what you got, and then I'm going to send it back over to Josh so he could tell us what he thinks.
All
about
right.
it.
I just figured, you know what? I wasn't gonna. I'm gonna probably not drink until Friday after today, though. I promise.
Oh,
I
man.
promise.
You should get a Christmas card from them.
I promised myself I wasn't gonna do it, but since the legendary Andrew is actually did his first, thing here on a Tuesday, I figured I'd just celebrate on that. So I did that. All right. Let's see here. Pour this up. Back in that fudge.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was a good hiss
I
right
think
there.
Alex has had like 50 of the Mackinac fudge in like the last
Oh, really? Great.
Legendary Johnny Boy is correct on that because it all started with the Johnny Boy thing. Okay, let's up here some of the shall we?
He's still got one.
I'm not too far behind Alex with those.
Yummy. Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
bought another one the other day. I can only buy the singles here. They allocate it here where I live. So you can't buy the 4-packs. Otherwise, I'd have bought like
Right.
4-pack already.
Before we get into the smell and all that, it is a strong smell, I can tell you that. But the ABV here is 11%. It's a 2020 because obviously it's I think the first year of this Mackinac Foot. And let's see what it smells like, shall we? And before I do that, I'm got a 3-finger head, nice frothy head, nice and chocolatey mocha. It's like a mocha. What's the word? Mocha. Smell. Look. Let's see what it smells like.
Mocha.
Look a mocha.
Smells very fudgy. This is actually warm. I figured, you know what? Let me try it warm.
Okay. Like room temperature then. Wow.
I'll let that beer warm up myself. So yeah.
It smells.
Can't go wrong there.
Yeah.
It smells like a chocolate dessert fudge. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
I've actually had some pizza. I actually had pizza from DiGiorno, and I dipped it in Domino's garlic sauce. Delicious. I think this would be a great top off on this dessert beer.
Was it takeout, Alex?
No, it was DiGiorno.
Not
That's perfect. You nailed it.
It's not
You nailed the line. You nailed
No, I wish it was takeout, but DiGiorno is good too. So it smells fudgy.
perfect.
Let's see what it tastes like, shall we, Andrew and everybody?
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
No, it's DiGiorno. I don't think he understood that. But anyway, I thought it was funny.
That's good. That was
funny.
Very creamy, very fudgy, very creamy, very rich.
Is it fudgy?
Oh yeah,
really.
it's very tasty.
That's a good beer.
Fudgy Wudgy was a beer.
But
I don't think that's quite how that goes.
But just to let you guys know, since it's warm temperature, it actually you could smell the alcohol. I honestly, next time around, I think I'm going to drink it cold because I drink it cold most of the time anyway. I like it cold better. But I just wanted to give it a test and see. It tastes good either way.
Yeah. I like to start with them cold and then kind of let them warm up because they kind of. Yeah.
But also, as I'm drinking it, I feel a nice warming sensation in the throat. I don't know if that's because I don't have it cold. That could be a possibility. Because I don't really feel it that much when I have it cold.
The alcohol is peeking out there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you can. Yeah, I think this is better when it's cold. I'm still going to give it a high rating for it to be a delicious flavor beer because it's still delish. I'm not going to knock the rating off of it because that was my fault when I didn't want it cold. I wanted to try it warm.
Mm-hmm.
But the beer itself, I mean, it's a very good beer. I gave it the same rating maybe twice, I think I did. Or I don't remember. I don't think I did a review on my channel. I think I only did it with Johnny Boy.
You gave it 100, I think, when you did it with me.
Yeah.
I was
So,
over there.
Were they?
Sure.
oh yeah, I think I did a Stout Sunday one too. I think, I did do it twice. I did a Stout.
I think
Sunday
you joined like 8 different live hangouts with it.
Yeah, with that same beer.
Like if with the same, yeah, you've had a lot of the Mackinac Fudge over the last few weeks. That's why I was saying it seems like you've had like 100 of them because every time you're drinking now, you got one of those bad boys.
Yeah,
It's
you
really
and the
good.
Mackinac Fudge is like Ron Sutton and Hams.
It's no.
Hey, there you go.
This is way better than Hams. I could tell you that. But I could tell you this much though: if you don't like craft beer, you can drink Hams, you can drink Coors, all that good stuff. If you don't like craft beer, but yeah, this beer has been good. I'm going to give it a rating. Unless you want me to go all the way around, because I think everybody did their ratings, because I just got in late.
Go for it, Alex.
Well,
Sticky.
since it's still very tasty, very fudgy, very chocolatey, very delicious, like a dessert beer,
Mhm.
I'm going to stick with my original thing. 100.
Yeah, that's really a very nice beer. Yep. Solid. Yep.
That was a 98 in my book, and that's unheard of for me. So
Yeah.
your 100 is dead on for that. That's probably the best beer I've ever had in my whole life.
Wow.
Hands
Yeah,
down.
I mean, I don't give 100s to a whole bunch of beer. Don't get me wrong, because then I'd be fake.
Yeah.
If I gave 100 to every single beer, that'd be fake. My ratings,
Or you
my
could just really like every single beer that you've ever
I
had.
can like every single beer. I can like every single beer, but it'll never be 100 because those beers might not taste as good as as this beer. Like for instance, my rating goes to an 80 to an 85 normally. It all depends. Then you sometimes get the 90s and the 100s, but it's mainly between the 80s and the early 90s. It all depends how good the beer is.
Right.
I'm giving it fair. I'm giving it a fair score. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, that's very right. Yeah. If it's not 100, it's a 99.
Alex, I got one in the fridge. You're making me want to go crack it open.
Go ahead.
I
I
disagree.
might have to crack my CBS after this.
But, I have two CBS left. I need to get more, but when I looked up on my total line, they're out of stock. I don't know. Now, sometimes could that internet be confused? I don't think so because it was in stock by last look, but now it's not. So, hoping they'll be in stock next time I visit because I want to get another case or another pack of CBS.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows when I'm going to get it again?
All right.
But I have two left. All right, thank you, Andrew, for letting me join.
Oh, no problem, man.
So tonight I got Chonk from Drecker Brewing out of Fargo, North Dakota. This is their Sunday Sour series with orange, peach, marshmallow, and lactose. I looked up the ABV at 7%. So it's a pretty hefty for a fruited sour. Nose on it, you can smell the marshmallow sweetness. You can smell like a candied type of orange. You get a little bit of the peach in there, but mostly, like I said, the candied orange and the marshmallow sweetness. Yeah, like I said, it's not like a regular type orange. It's more, like I said, the candied type orange, like a mouthfeel, very thick. Orange is very prominent. Like I said, you get a tad bit of the peach on the back end, but it's mostly orange and marshmallow. It's pretty thick for a sour. So Drecker does like 3 or 4 different sour series. They have the Chonk, they have the Brains, which is the double fruited sours, then they have the Brain Squeeze, and then they have like their Cobbler series, which is like they'll have like peach cobbler with brown sugar and all kinds of other stuff, or like cherry cobbler. They also do IPAs and stouts and stuff, but I'd probably say the Chonks and the Brains are probably one of my favorite heavily fruited sours. As you can see, there's really the head dissipates pretty quickly as soon as you pour it. I mean, Um,
7%'s pretty good for sour, man.
yeah,
Okay.
you figure most sours are like 5-6%, some even 4 range, 4.5.
Mhm.
Hey, Josh, can I see the can of that beer? Because I think I've had one of their beers before.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys get distro.
Drecker.
Oh
Yeah.
no, no, I've never seen that. I thought I did, but maybe not. Never mind.
Cool.
Familiar. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I don't know how widely distributed they are. Like, some of my local bottle shops have been starting to get Drecker, which is cool. But yeah, they do good stuff. I mean, I've always been impressed with their sours and stuff like that. I mean, you gotta some people don't really like heavily fruited sours. That's not really their thing. But like I said, this one's really good. Is it my favorite out of their Chonk series? Probably not. I mean, it's still good. I mean, I'd probably say their peanut butter and jelly one they did was probably one of my favorites, or their mango and marshmallow one was probably one of my favorites. But they just load a bunch of fruit in there, and most of them have lactose in it. So if you're lactose intolerant, then probably not good for you. Lactose, milk, sugar, all the sweetness. But rating wise, between mouthfeel and all the flavors are definitely there. And like I said, it's mostly candied orange. And the marshmallow, like I said, you get a little bit of peach in there. You can kind of taste the alcohol a little bit, like on the very back end of it, but you wouldn't know it's 7% or anything like that. It drinks like a 5%, sour. So give it a little swig here, and yeah, definitely on the sweetness side. So if you're kind of thrown off by things that are overly sweet, you probably wouldn't like it. But I'd probably get about a 94 out of 100.
Okay.
Like it's good. It's really good.
Solid score, yeah.
But is it one of my favorites? Probably not. Like I said, probably that PB and peanut butter and jelly one was probably one of my favorites because it tastes exactly like with the bread and everything too. Like you're biting into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Wow.
That was a Drecker. That was a Drecker beer as well. The peanut butter jelly one.
Yeah, that was one of
I
their
had
strong series.
Yeah. Okay. I had a peanut butter and jelly sour not too long ago. It's from D9 Brewing Company, which I can't remember off the top of my head where they're from. It was called Super.
I've seen those before. Yeah, I know D9.
Superstitious Pigeons was the name of it. It's definitely a catchy name. Superstitious Pigeons peanut butter and jelly sour. I believe it was 7.5%. One of the best sours I ever had. I think I gave it like a 98 out of 100. It was freaking incredible. But if you ever see that one, since you like the Drecker one, you got to try it. But D9, they have pretty good distribution, I think, because they're out west somewhere, but we get them here in Georgia. And that Superstitious Pigeons, man, it was like a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
That's
but
awesome.
just a little extra tartness because it's a sour style beer. But it's one of those things you go into, you're like, is this going to work? Are these flavors going to work in a sour? And just like you were mentioning, like marshmallow type notes, it's just like, you don't really think of that when you think of a sour, but dude, it just works so well together. But
anyway. I think I've seen D9 and some of the bottle shops around here. I don't know if I saw that one though. I didn't even know.
Yeah, if you ever see it, you gotta definitely check it out. It was amazing.
Yeah, for sure. But
I'll have to hunt them down.
Thanks for having me on. Cheers, by the way.
Oh yeah, cheers, man. All right, so it's what John and Ellie, did you score?
I did not. No. I was just about to go grab another beer, so good timing. So it's gone. 9.5%. Drank like a 5.5%, 6.5%. Very, very enjoyable stout. Really, my only complaint with this one is the gingerbread flavor. It's definitely there initially, but the more you drink it down and as it warms a little bit, you get more of the roasted malt. And like I said, it's like right on the cusp of being like a charred note. So maybe if they kind of lightened up a little bit with the roasty toastiness and increase the gingerbread flavor, hey, maybe even barrel age it. Barrel age, yeah. Ooh, anyway,
Oh.
maybe barrel age it or something. But yeah, no, it's a 94. It's a pretty solid A.
Sure.
Honestly, like Chadio, he was talking about his homebrew earlier. Like even this one, as much ginger flavor is in there, I would like more gingerbread. Like it's a gingerbread stout. I want gingerbread to just be. I want an explosion of gingerbread in my face.
Kaboom.
You don't want just the gingerbread man. You want the gingerbread house.
I want the gingerbread man. I want his wife. I want his kids. I want the whole gingerbread.
Keep it up, Johnny boy.
I'm going to be the mayor of Gingertown.
Johnny boy, can I see the can of that beer? Can I see the can if you still have it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
The
pretty
Awesome.
funny.
Awesome.
It's one of the best labels I've seen in a long
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Wow.
You got the caution tape. You got Mrs. Gingerbread looking down at her deceased husband, probably.
Keep it up,
The
John.
gingerbread police with the sad face questioner. And then the guy over here says, "Hold on to your cookies, rookie." And he's,
Oh,
that's a rookie. Oh,
Oh,
I didn't even see this one. The guy that the rookie is throwing up icing in the background.
That's funny.
that's got to be one of the
There you
best labels ever. Oh my god!
I just noticed. I didn't even notice that until right now. That one there.
And what is the brewery? What is that brewery, Johnny boy?
Pontoon.
It's Pontoon Brewing, Alex, out of Sandy Springs, Georgia. But Brandon and Trish can get some of their beers up in Boston now, so the distribution is improving. And they're still craft. They weren't bought out or anything. So maybe you might start seeing some Pontoon beers in your area because you're not too far from
No, I'm not.
Massachusetts.
No, I'm not. And the best part is that's what I like. That when a craft beer company, and I don't want to get into cancer, but when a craft beer company jumps in and stays the actual owners of the company, that's better than them buying out. That's way better because then the beers still taste the same. I just want your guys' opinion on that. I think I'm correct on that.
Yeah, you are. I mean, I'll say Breckenridge Brewery is the best way for me to describe it. Breckenridge Brewery was fantastic for years. They started up in Breckenridge, Colorado, moved to Denver. Then when they moved to Littleton, built like this whole
You'll grab another beer.
Go ahead, Johnny boy.
built a whole beautiful like farm area, like nice in like Colorado and stuff. They went in too deep and they're basically bankrupt. So Anheuser-Busch or InBev had to come in and buy them out, and the beers are just trash anymore. And that's unfortunate because the Breckenridge Avalanche Amber Ale used to be my favorite beer, and not anymore.
I've had Breckenridge beers and I never had a problem. Although I've never knew they were bought out, they still taste the same to me because I never had the original.
Oh, the originals, man. Oh, you would have loved them. They make Dry Dock look like rookies.
Wow. Right. That's handsome.
All right, let's see what the legendary Andrew has to say now.
All right, so for the Untitled Art Angry Chair collaboration, the loaded French Toast Imperial Stout at 11%. Like I said, when you initially open this, it smells just like somebody's making fresh French toast in the kitchen. It's
Nice.
got, like I said, you get the cinnamon, you get the syrup, you get like an eggy breadiness that comes through on the nose.
Wow.
It's not real boozy up front initially when you open it for 11%. I think they've hidden it really well. So let's go ahead and taste it. I had a couple sips, but I was kind of holding out. So this is jet black. You cannot see through it. Definitely a full body beer. Sticky, viscous, covers the whole palate. And honestly, the beer holds up to exactly like how the aromas were. I mean, cinnamon's there; it's not overbearing. The maple's there, which is that's a really tough one to use right, because you can go real, if they go too hard with it, screws the whole fucking thing up. Can ruin it. Like I said, you get like like when you actually eat a piece of French toast, you get like that eggy flavor. It's not like it's just like the batter that you could. I don't know. It's real hard to describe. Slight butteriness, which is obviously a byproduct of what is it, diacetyl? But if it's used right, it can work. So I would say it works in this. For 11%, as it starts to warm up, the alcohol is a little bit more present. But like I said, initially, you could if I handed this to you, you'd drink it like it was a glass of candy. It's definitely dessert beer. It's sugary, sticky on the lips. I'm gonna go for score. I'm gonna go 90, 97. This is really good, man. Like I said, I had this for Thanksgiving, and I was pretty lit by the time I got to drinking it. But I remember it tasted really good, and I had to go back and do an honest review.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Untitled Art, they're hit or miss. They're out of Waunakee, Wisconsin. Distribution down here is not great. Every once in a while, I'll see their stuff. They're a little more spendy. I think I can't tell you exactly what I paid for this can because I took that can of beer I had yesterday from Mass Landing, and I took that back, and the guy refunded my money, and he gave me a discount on my purchase.
Nice.
And he's like, "There's 2 more of these actually in the store still, so I'm gonna go find them and take them off the shelf." I'm like, "Yeah, it's like this 10-month-old IPA, dude. It's no bueno, bro."
Yeah.
And I said, "It's not your fault. It's on me too, because I didn't check the can date like I should have. Rookie move." But hey, they honor their stuff. They're pretty good over there at the Total Wine.
Yeah.
So
I want your opinion, Legendary Andrew. Would you pick this over that, or what do you like better? I mean,
that's definitely a world class beer you got there, Alex. But god damn.
I'm sorry.
I know it's so hard. It's so hard.
But I want your opinion, my friend.
Well,
I would choose the KBS over what I brought.
I mean,
me too, and I made it.
I will pick the Founders. The only reason I'm picking the Founders is because the brewery is more consistent on what they make, and what they make, they do it really well. There's usually not a lot of flaws in their game, whereas Untitled Arts can be hit or miss sometimes. So,
well, you said that they collaborated with Angry Chair out of Tampa.
Angry
Angry Chair.
I don't know if they might be out of Tampa.
Yeah, they are. I had to Google it because I was like, that's so familiar. And then it's like, and then I started looking at the list. I'm like, oh yeah, I had a couple of those when I was down there. Angry Chair is really good, and they've been around for maybe 10 years or so. So they've got a good footing in there with the craft beer scene in Florida.
Yeah. So you said they're in Tampa, huh? I've probably seen their brew, and I
want to say
haven't.
Tampa.
Their stout bottles. People trade crazy stuff for their German chocolate cupcake one. Like I had that at like a craft beer event, like a pour of it, and it was so good. But that was a couple years ago. But
like a German chocolate cake stout.
Yeah.
I bet that would be good.
Oh, it's so good.
Coconut, caramel.
I think it was like 12-13%
chocolate.
Yeah.
Shit.
Does that beer that you have lactose in it at all, or I'm sure it has milk sugar in it? Probably.
I'm sure it does. Yeah, imperial stout with maple syrup, cinnamon, and milk sugar.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes they kind of some of those stouts when they put lactose in it. It's kind of, I don't know. It kind of like throws it off, and it's like way too sweet.
I will say this: this is definitely a dessert beer, and if you got to check your blood sugar and stuff, this might not be the beer for you. But god damn, it tastes really good. The only other French toast beer that I've had that was as good, or if not equally as good and wasn't as strong, was by Funky Buddha. They had a French toast double brown, and that thing was phenomenal.
Yeah, I had that a few years ago. Holy crap, you're right.
They just came out. They came out with it again this year. I had it. It was good. Another one that I had by them since I didn't want to go through too deep, so now we can just like chit chat bullshit about beer. Gone
Yeah,
through our
there
shit.
you go, Andrew.
All that's out of the way. But I did have one from Funky Buddha as well. It was called No Crusts, and it was a peanut butter and jelly brown ale.
Mm-hmm.
And that was absolutely peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the money. I did that on a beer cheese Tuesday. I paired it with Jarlsberg cheese, and it ended up tasting like chocolate.
Oh, I do remember you saying that.
It was a good pairing. It was weird and off. It's like French toast and then cheese, and then I put them together, and it literally tasted like chocolate. I got up, shook my wife. I said, "Here, eat this cheese and drink this beer, and tell me that shit don't taste like chocolate." And she's like, "Yeah, you're dead ass on the money." I'm like, it was good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Shout out to Beer Man as well.
Well, actually, Andrew, I think you know that we're doing peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on Friday. I was thinking maybe you should test that beer out with the peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something if you join.
Oh, I can't get that anymore. That shit's long gone.
Yeah.
That was like the beginning of this year. That shit came out.
Yeah, I'll try to make that, Alex, but it'll be super, super late. If I can.
That's fine. Do what you got to do, my friend.
And then the French toast one's going too.
I mean, yeah, I'll be home around 9 p.m. Eastern Friday. That's my late shift. So
if I have to keep it going until 9:30, I will. We'll see. I got plenty of time.
All right. Well, yeah, I have the beer in mind. I'll put it with. But I'll have to make the sandwich. The sandwich is going to be sitting in my fridge just because time. But
yeah, you don't want to go bad.
Yeah. I'll have to make it before I leave work.
Oh, what a PB&J! That shit don't go bad.
Yeah, I know, but it's still like I don't want to get home from work stressing out like I have to make it, and then.
Well, you got 3 days, Chatio, to train your cat on how to make a peanut butter and jelly.
I have 3 of them. They don't do anything. They don't have thumbs.
Actually, yeah. Here, this is Let me show you guys this shit.
All right, blow yourself up, Andrew, so we can see.
Yep, there we go. So yeah, this is the one. That's the peanut butter jelly brown ale.
Mix that with the sandwich. That's gonna be insane.
Yeah, it was 6.4%. That one. I'll definitely, if that ever comes out again or anybody sees it, they're owned by what's it, Constellation?
Yeah,
Ronin shit now. They got bought out, but they're still doing their own thing. They're still making their own kind of crafty beers. And then this was the French toast one.
Ooh,
double brown.
I like their label.
French toast. Got the lumberjack on there. And that one was 8.8%.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, big beer. Yeah.
This was very comparable to this. Flavor profile wise, they taste pretty much the same, except that's a stout and it's bringing the noise.
In preparation for Multi Monday, I did pick up a coffee porter. Well, I have one for each. What could win, but not this one. It's called Lonesome Whistle Scream. Chocolate, vanilla, bourbon, coffee porter.
Interesting.
Wow, nice.
Johnny Cash, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Limited edition.
Wow. Easy.
You got the only one.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got the only 4-pack.
Oh my god!
I can't believe that happened to Alex, man. Shit went so great. The whole.
Yeah.
Oh right. So
we started doing solo layouts and fucking poof, he's gone.
Oh man.
Didn't he say something about that the other day? I haven't had any of that.
Every time it's only when like people are being presented and stuff. He says is when it happens.
That's weird.
I figured since you
And
guys
that's the first time you've done the solo layout all night, and then he dropped off immediately.
Right?
We may have to when Alex is here. We may have to just do it like this. I gotta point at the person who's going, like, John,
Yeah.
you go. Josh, you go. Bumpy, or other way, Bumpy, you go.
Right?
Cameras just flip backwards on me. It's throwing me off.
Oh yeah. Spec S-word.
I'm gonna drink my last one of these though, because
That's yummy.
it's the lemon meringue.
Was it very was it das yummy when you
I heard
drank
that.
it?
I heard that beer is sour, boy.
Super
Can
lemon.
pucker up.
Mm.
So since everybody else is drinking stouts, I tried it. So Black is Beautiful. This one's from the Answer out of Richmond. This is their gold edition, so it has edible glitter, gold glitter in it.
Hell,
You can't really see it here, but
I'm not knocking it. I have a beer in the other room. I got to send out to a couple people that has.
you kind of
edible
have to
glitter
like
in it.
hold it at the right light and kind of like look at it through like a flashlight sometimes. But
You see it
So
shivering.
it's like a black stripper.
yeah,
It
Yeah.
comes with glitter.
yeah.
Hey,
So
leave it alone.
it's 10%. It has maple syrup, New Guinea vanilla beans, cacao
Oh,
nibs, cinnamon, and coffee.
but
Lost our host there. Bumpy.
Yeah.
sorry.
Sorry, I hit
There you go.
I don't know what.
Alex, you back?
I saw myself out. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry about that, but I don't know because like you know how I know that it's freezing, even though I see you guys clear, is when I can't hit anything and I have to go up to just exit out.
Yeah.
We're gonna get
Promise I won't put anybody on solo.
Yeah, I think that's what.
It was crazy because you said that the other day, and I didn't do it all show.
Mhm.
And as soon as I did it,
Yo.
poof, you were at her.
Yeah, I just jumped
But
out.
I don't understand how that.
I didn't get kicked out. I just jumped out because the reason why is because I could tell when I was going to try to hit the X, the hand keeps the white hand keeps being represented. It's not the arrow anymore when it's frozen, even though everybody else is not frozen.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna get this because I want to get it fixed so people can do solo. It's not right. I like doing all that.
Yeah. Well, we'll do what we have to do to keep everyone here.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that Black is Beautiful.
Really? You don't have any
I saw
stores
it
down
once,
here.
and that was it. And it was gone.
We've got one here, and it would have fit in perfectly. It's they did a tropical stout version.
Okay.
Interesting.
And that was brought up on one of the multi-Monday polls. And I'm like, I can't find a tropical stout anywhere.
No.
Damn,
No.
one of the Black is Beautiful brews.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's interesting.
Get
I
it?
think Michael Kormaroff, so far of all of the Blackest Beautiful beers that are out there, Michael Kormaroff has had the best one that I've heard of so far because Six Point collaborated with some other, I can't remember the other brewery, but it was like a barrel aged stout with I think it was like 13.4% alcohol, and he bought a whole case of it, he was saying, and every time he talks about it, it just sounds like out of this world, like very similar to that because the base of it. Bumpy is actually the master blend from Six Point, and then the collaboration with the other brewery, they add other, so it's like an amped up version of the 6 Point Masters blend.
Nice.
Wow.
yeah, that should be good.
I know where I can get the Black is Beautiful beer. One of them anyway. I can get them at double nickel or something like that. That beer that I gave you, Bumpy, that brewery. I think it's double nickel.
Yeah, double nickel.
Yeah.
I'll have to find that beer because I wonder
Or
if
nickel. Maybe it's just Nickel Brewing Company or something. Because I think the double nickel was the double IPA, or was it double nickel and it just was an IPA? Maybe that's
I think it was just an IPA and it was a double nickel. Yeah, it was the double nickel brewing.
It'd be nice to do that. I think that would be kind of something fun to do with all of us. Get like a Black is Beautiful variant from your area.
There's a lot out there.
It's a national thing at different like local breweries are taking their recipe and adding a little twist.
Yeah.
Like
It's a worldwide thing. It's like 50 different. It's like a bunch of countries that do it too. So
yeah, and I looked and I can't at nowhere.
Oh, just to let you know, Founders does it too because I saw that on their Instagram
Yep.
too.
Incredibly. Founders did that.
Yeah. I'm not kidding.
Oh, everything going on over there with Founders.
yeah, I've only had
They're trying to put band-aids on things now.
I've had 3 Black is Beautiful. They're all been out of Virginia. I've had this one from the Answer the other one was from the Vale out of Richmond. That one was 11%. That was like drinking like straight molasses. It was so thick. That was 11%. And then Licking Hole Creek out of Virginia. That one was like 10%. But I'd probably say the Vale one's probably my favorite. I mean, this one's really good too. I mean, the whole gimmick with the glitter and stuff. They had a regular version that they released, and then they had the gold edition. But it was like 30 something a 4-pack, which isn't terrible for a stout. Some of the stout 4-packs down here go for like 32, 35 a 4-pack at the brewery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They better be really damn
I don't
good
think.
stouts.
I think
Yeah.
they were pretty. They must have been pretty drunk when they came out with the gold edition, because why the hell would you put edible glitter in a stout? The only way you can even see the glitter, it's like you said, if you hold up. Like
Yeah,
a
you gotta have
flashlight
it like
to
at
it.
the right.
It's a
Because
gimmick.
I was like trying to take a picture of it, and you have to have it like the right angle, and like I don't know. You can kind of
Right.
see it when you look into it, but it's not like, oh man, there's glitter in there. You'd have to like really pick it out. But yeah, like I said, they had the glitter edition, then they had the regular, and the regular sold out before the glitter edition. I think the glitter edition was like $1 more. It was like 31 instead of 30 or something. But it's a whole gimmick thing. But yeah, it's a cool series. I mean, there's a lot out there. I mean, the ones that I got, they weren't distroed. You had to get them at the actual brewery. But there's some out there that.
I don't know about the Founders one. I don't know if I have to go to the brewery or get it here, because I can't go to the brewery and Founders because Founders is far away from me.
Yeah, I never seen that one. I'd seen some other companies in my area that have the Black is Beautiful bottle shops, but I never seen the Founders one. I don't know if that might be local to that area or something. I
I
don't know.
don't know, but I'm gonna try to find some Black is Beautiful beers. It sounds weird saying that, but I would like to try them all. I heard they're all somewhat good.
Yeah, they all have their different. I seen one that was like a sour. Somebody did like a sour Black is Beautiful. It wasn't a stout. It was like a sour that they did. I was like, I think it was Charlestown Fermenter or something like that. Somewhere down south.
Oh yeah, Founders did do it. It's a peanut butter fudge stout.
Where can we get it, Andrew?
It probably doesn't exist anymore.
It's probably gone.
What?
Yeah.
It's actually got let me see, a partnership with Weathered Souls Brewing, Black is Beautiful, blah blah blah. We're proud to bring you the peanut butter fudge stout, chocolate malts, roasted barley, golden naked oats mingle with nugget and pearl hops as semi-sweet chocolate, hints of roasty peanut. Team up to create a smooth yet not overly sweet experience. A peanut butter cup in a glass at 6.8%.
That's pretty low.
That is low.
Yeah, that's low.
Can we get it or we can't get it, Andrew?
I want to try this. Can we order it? And Founder's response to Nancy is, this beer is not available for pre-order, but will be available in our tap room starting July 24th. So, yeah, that was a long.
In July, yeah. And it sounds like it was only available at the brewery, the tap room.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the list, and it's about 32 breweries that did it, and they're all gone now.
Yeah.
Like Avery did it, which surprised, like made me go, "Wow, okay, Avery, did it." But yeah, I mean, there's some other ones I see in here that I'm like, "Oh, I know that brewery." I'm like, "Oh, that one wasn't too far from here." Dang it!
I guess I want to. Maybe they'll do one next year then, because I want to try some Black is Beautiful beer.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. It all depends.
I don't know. I don't have high hopes for ever seeing one, so.
Man.
I honestly don't. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all the major, like, there's not a lot of like bottle shops and shit around here. I mean, there's
Really? Well, you got Total Wine.
I got
right?
Total Wine, I got ABC Liquor, and then it's pretty much it. I mean, there's a bottle shop. It's fairly far. I've been meaning to go to it, but it's about a 40-minute drive. I mean, it's not bad. I just, once I'm ever out that way, I'll hit that store.
Yeah, I go to one that's like 50 minutes away down, because I'm about 50 miles north of Richmond in Virginia, and that's my go-to, because they always get like big drop. Like they get distro sometimes. I don't know if you guys have Great Notion out of Oregon. They do some good stuff. They get drops at Great Notion. I really like Humble Forager out of Wisconsin, I think. They do a lot of good sours and stouts. They do their Coastal Sunshine series, which is their sour series. And then their stouts are really good. They just did some sort of porter that I had. It had like cacao nibs and all kinds of stuff. It came in like a 12% or a 12-ounce can, but it was like 12% stout. So it packed a punch, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't really see stouts in little 12-ounce cans, but it was good.
I did recently, and two out of the 4 were trash.
Really? Oh man, this one was really good. The one that I got.
And steer fucking clear of them. It's Collective Arts. There's what is it? Origins of Darkness series this year.
Oh really? I saw.
All right, the coffee one.
Yeah.
Don't fucking buy it. It tastes like burnt ass black coffee. It's accurate. It tastes like shit. These are like $26 4-packs of 12-ounce cans.
So
Wow.
it's basically Starbucks.
It was terrible. I went back to my buddy at the store. I said, "Have you tried one of these yet?" He said, "No." I said, "You need to, because this is fucking trash, dude." It's like they knew they burnt like the coffee or whatever, and they're like, "Well, fuck it, we're too far anyways. Run it."
Yeah. Just go ahead and
It was crap. I had another one. The one with the it was like milk, almond, and milk sugar something. That one was pretty good. Almond milk and walnuts. That one was okay. Not my favorite. It was on the lower end. They had one with like a marshmallow, something other. That one was pretty good. My wife threw the can out for that one, so I don't have that one anymore. But what was the other one? They had the one that was with prunes, and it was aged. It was aged in cognac barrels. I thought that was the best one out of the whole series.
Interesting. Yeah, I tried.
But for the price that they want these people to pay for that shit is unsightly.
John can afford it. He'll send them to all of us.
The only reason I tried all 4 is because I convinced my buddy. Well, he said it. I was going to my local liquor store. He gets a bunch of craft beer and shit in there. I talk to him all the time. I said I was gonna ask him. I say, "Hey, you got all these? Can you just make up a couple 4-packs, a mix pack? Like get one of each." And fucking snap them into the holsters and sell them. So when I was going up to the counter to ask him to do that, and I was going to come back Friday, he's like, "Hey, I'm going to make a couple mix pack of those, so I'll have you one to the side."
Nice.
And I paid $26 for all 4 different ones, and definitely wasn't worth it. So buyer beware. That shit ain't great.
Don't drink it.
Yeah, that Humble Forager one that I got, it's called Voyager's Getaway. It's marshmallow, cacao nibs, vanilla beans, and coconuts. It's 12%.
Where do I sign up for that?
Exactly.
You guys might get it down there.
I need some of that in my life right now.
Humble Forager has been doing distro. I'll see if I can snag it. They might still be. I got that can a while ago, but I'll check in my bottle shop. Maybe I'll throw you some brews and send them your way. It was really good. Like I said, I don't really drink too many porters. Like I said, it tasted almost like a stout, but it was definitely a pastry porter. But 12-ounce can, 12%. You can't go wrong with that. So
yeah. Hey, well, I don't know. Maybe once we go off air, you ever use Google Hangouts?
Nope.
Really?
We got a couple things. I mean, like Chatio, we've hooked him up and put him in. It gives a lot of links to like the.
Oh, you meant the group? I'm thinking when you said Google Hangouts, I'm thinking
Why would
you do video on? You're talking about the chat.
No, I was gonna see if get Josh in. If we could get him in on there, it makes it a little easier to talk about sensitive information instead of like talking about addresses and stuff out here in the
Google
world.
Using Google Hangouts for video chatting is like
playing a
What?
No,
I
that's
don't
not
know
what I
why
was
that's
getting at.
and then going back to the Nintendo.
What do you expect? Google Hangouts is basically MySpace's old coding. That's when Google bought MySpace back in 2009 for billions of dollars. Man, that one guy made off well.
Hi,
And
my name's Steve.
Yeah, it was Steve. And he sold it to them, and Google was
The
like,
guy
all
in the
right.
white
And then it
t-shirt.
took years for what was it? It was something you had to tie your YouTube account to. Was it Hangouts? It was something.
Yeah, it was Google Hangouts.
And then it failed to be what they wanted it to be because they wanted it to be a social media network, kind of like Facebook. But it's still there, so we're still using MySpace.
Nice. What happened to Skype? Remember Skype was big back in the day?
I use
Mhm.
Skype. I use Skype every Monday to get together with my friends right now because everything's shut down. And I did a stream over on Twitch yesterday. Well, my desktop audio wasn't being picked up because I forgot to close in the taskbar Skype. And I was troubleshooting for 2 hours today. I was like, wait a minute. And I closed it and then did like a test recording of audio. I was like, son of a gun.
That always sucks.
Yeah.
I've seen like Rod J do that. He'll be like getting into like doing a beer review or something,
Mhm.
and he just you have no idea that the shit's not working,
Yeah, because
or
it's
your
showing
or
up
your
the
or your picture's not showing up live.
Right.
It's showing up through your end, like, okay, yeah, everything's working perfectly. Then you go back and look at the volume.
Black screen.
Oh,
Right. Nobody else.
been there.
Yeah, I didn't know Skype was still around because everyone uses Zoom now. So I was like, is Skype even a thing now?
Microsoft will keep Skype alive. They own it now, so it's not going to go away. It's just very little used. I'm not a Skype fan. I'll be honest. I don't like it.
Does Skype have a time limit like Zoom? I know Zoom you can only be on there for like 40 minutes or something like that if you have a bunch of people on there. But
Well, they do that because they want you to pay for the shit.
yeah.
So I mean,
If it's only like you and somebody else, I think it's unlimited. Because I think I Zoomed with somebody. It was just me and that other person, and we went for like hours, and it didn't kick us out. So
yeah, it's bigger.
I mean, for what they want you for Zoom or Google Meet or all this other shit. I mean, for what is it? It's $25 a month, or you pay $280 for the year for StreamYard. You can have 10 people.
Yeah.
I mean, once you get like to rooms of people that have 15 to 25 people in there at the same time, holy shit, it's a fucking ridiculous. You're talking, everybody's talking over each other. It's insane. I don't.
The only thing those really big chat rooms are good for, in my opinion, like when you get over 10, like 15, 20, 30 people, like is work-related stuff. Because for my job, for example, we have a Zoom call every Thursday, and there's like 40 people in there. But the host mutes everybody, and it's just one person talking the whole time, and she shares the screen and relays important information. But yeah, if you had 40 people in a room together and it was a free, and you were trying to do like
shit
something like this, like it would be a total shit show. It wouldn't work.
I've been through nightmares on Discord because there's like 15 people in there, and all I can hear in my ears is blah, 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 blah. It's just because everyone's talking at once, and it's just so muffled.
I have my own Discord, but I could put you guys on there and we could just talk privately and all that. I mean, nothing bad. I mean, I don't have to have 1,000 people. I just put all my YouTube friends on.
You wouldn't want 1,000 people on there, Alex.
What
it would be a nightmare.
Yeah, sure would be, my friend.
I use Discord for just gaming with a couple people. So like, I mean, I could go live and on my, let's say on my PS4 or whatever, if I wanted to game on here, and I can talk to the other people that I'm playing with, and it'll come through on the video gameplay, but it's not actually, you're not going to get any reverb or anything like that.
So is it better than Twitch? Like, what's the difference between that and Twitch?
I have no idea. I've never used Twitch.
Twitch
Like I can just run any of my regular old. I don't know. I just
Nelly, you got to give Chatio the Heimlich.
I saw that. He's like,
I don't know. I mean, I don't have my own personal Discord. I've used it to play like Among Us with some people. Guy that I know, Chappie. We used to play The Forest together and shit like that. But other than that, I don't use it.
yeah, because I know a lot of gaming people use. They're like, get on my Twitch stream real quick. You know.
I can give you my Discord stuff, but I'll give it to you off air. My stuff, my YouTube stuff. But
Yeah.
Yeah, Chatio, that bear is kicking your ass tonight.
Yeah.
man.
Right.
I know, man. Wrong pipe.
He can't even speak.
Hold on.
Wow, you should have rated that beer a little bit higher. He can't even speak. It's so good.
No, wrong pipe. No, I
He's getting emotional now.
So I stream on Twitch, like
Yeah.
IRL stuff. I'm gonna do a lot of like NASCAR live race reaction, video gameplay. It's like going YouTube live. It's the same.
So it's not.
Right
It's
now,
not.
yeah.
It's not just for gaming then.
No,
Right?
no. You can do a whole lot of stuff on there. I watch.
Yeah.
you can also put your Twitch account on here too.
Yeah.
Because what I'm saying is you can. No, I'm saying is you can actually connect your account
Mm-hmm.
to Twitch.
StreamYard.
And for StreamYard, and you can invite people on.
Yeah, like I used to before I started doing edited videos for YouTube. It's the lazy thing to do, which is stream for a few hours or whatever over at Twitch, and then send your VOD over to YouTube. It's like double dipping, but I'm like, no, for YouTube, if I do like Grand Theft Auto 5, which that video hit today, I was Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. I mean, it's like, okay, I look at videos like for YouTube, it's like 22 to 30 minutes. That's what you want per video, just because of the attention ratio of people.
Yeah.
On Twitch or YouTube Live, going live, you can go for hours.
I'm waiting.
Right,
for
Alex?
that.
Remember Sunday? That was fun.
I'm waiting for that update to come out.
Which one?
That for GTA 5. That solo island.
Oh, yeah, yep. The owners of the RP community I'm in, they're like, yep, we're getting Flugo.
What's
Bringing
Flugo?
that island in.
What is Flugo? Explain what that is.
It's an island. Like, for a while in my community I'm in, we had it. It was so small you had to take a boat to. And we would just refer to it as like Drug Island.
Okay.
They have like a building in there. You could do like all the illegal stuff or whatever. Not going to talk about it live, but yeah, I could do illegal stuff on it. Take it back to your boat. Take it back to the mainland of San Andreas and do what you want to do with it. But I'm looking at this island that like Miscellaneous is talking about. It has a runway and everything, so it's going to be big. It's going to be a good size. There's going to be a lot more to do, like within GTA 5. I don't see GTA 6 coming out anytime soon.
Why are you saying that?
I'll see out 5.
Why are you saying that, Andrew? Not Andrew. Chadio. Why are you saying it's not going to come out anytime soon? Number 6.
Because they just dropped a bunch of money and work into GTA 5, and they're giving you this to string you along for a while. And
I mean,
and this is pretty much to coast on till it comes out on PS5, which is going to be later on in 2021.
Yeah.
So they're still trying to keep you hooked in there.
What I would like to see for 6, because consoles, PCs could handle it, is all the maps from over the years just slammed together, one big map. You access by bridge or by airport. And I'm like, okay, it'd be nice to be like, okay, I'm in San Andreas. Oh, I want to go to Liberty City, or I want to go to Vice City. Bam.
That'd be good. I love Vice City. I love Vice City.
Yeah, Vice City is probably one of my favorites.
That was my favorite. But I mean, the San Andreas map, I'm like, it's okay, especially if you RP on it for like hours and hours. It's like, all right, now I feel like I'm on Hawaiian Island. I'm stuck. Can't really go far.
But
Did
Vice
anyone?
There was one thing from San Andreas that I wish they would have brought back, and that was like the gang territory, the gang fights to take over parts of the neighborhood.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's true, Andrew.
I know what you're talking about. No, it's still there. It's in the map. Should be.
No, I mean if they would have like brought that into
Oh yeah.
5 or some
Yeah.
of the newer ones, because that was pretty cool that you could take over a large territory.
That'd be cool. I mean, the casino came about, and our developer was like, "Yes, we're getting the casino," and then he put it on the map, and it just would kill it, like kill the server. He's like, "Well, no interior to the casino, but it's there." And at there, one of the owners is a huge NASCAR fan, so the horse track at the casino, they went through the whole thing and paved it, so you could just take your cars there and just kind of race with friends and stuff. So, but it's like there's so much they could do with 5 that they
Well,
haven't.
Chadio, do you think Grand Theft Auto 6